How many times have I met the Rose? What a good question. Hello everyone, it's Tori. I'm assuming a lot of you guys are Black Roses because of the title of this video, and I'm sure I've met a few of you guys before, so if I have, hi again. Today I'm going to attempt to do an everyday makeup look in the shortest time possible. My goal is 10 minutes. I just wanted to get some practice in because I don't know about you guys, but it takes me at least 2 hours to do any sort of makeup look and perfect it, which is very time consuming. While I time myself, I just wanted to do a small story time about how many times I have met the Rose. But before I begin, here's a little small promo. My Instagram is @tori.aesthetics. I am going to be posting a few K-pop merchandise sales items that I have been wanting to sell before I moved off to college. Some of the groups consist of BTS, ATEEZ, ITZY, SF9, ONEUS, ACE, and Astro, and so much more. And if you guys don't end up seeing the post, feel free to DM me if you're interested, and I will most definitely show you all the pictures I have on sale. I am somewhat a beginner at makeup, so it does take me a really long time, but I am still exploring what works best for me. Currently, I'm like super into doing makeup styles, which is basically makeup trends in Chinese media. So there's variations to this makeup look, but typically they aim to highlight features on their face. So for example, enhancing one's ego style to make it more defined and to give it an effect of a larger eye. So with that being said, the makeup style I am going for today, I'm going to be leaning towards a matte eyeshadow makeup look with a little bit of shimmer while enhancing some of the features on my eyes. I don't know how much the camera will be able to pick up on the pigments today, but I will definitely try my best with the lightings that I've got. So my hair is currently up in a bun, as you can see. I didn't mention about that earlier, but I'm basically going for a weightless curls today because, like I said, it takes me so long to do makeup that I just don't have time to do my hair. So it's perfect to get my hair out of the way while doing makeup at the same time, but also getting a curly effect once I'm finished with my makeup. Go ahead and start the timer and we can begin. So how many times have I met the Rose? What a good question. I don't even know where to begin to start. I have met them so far at least 4 to 5 times, and I'll explain what I mean by that. So they were definitely the first concert that I have ever been to, meaning in all concerts I've attended. So they were the first K-pop concert and concert in general. Met is a very technical term, so this would possibly mean, am I interacting with them or not? When I mean met, I mean how many times have I seen them? Or, you know, of course, interact with them. I believe I was 16 years old at the time when I first saw them live. It was during their Painted Rose tour in the USA. I went to their San Francisco show in the May of 2018. I went there bright and early that morning with my sister. I remember that clearly. And you know, at 16, it's mad difficult to get a hold of money, especially if you don't have a job or have an allowance. So I sold a lot of fan merchandise online, such as these light up rose light sticks. Back when the Rose didn't have an official light stick yet that you could really purchase anywhere. I see that as freaking incredible at the age of 16 during my first concert experience. It was really unforgettable, and I made so many memories and met so many people there. The first interaction between me and the Rose was Dojun when he peeked out the window prior to the concert and he drew a face on a cup and waved hi to us. I could definitely insert the video. I also did get VIP, so I did do the high touch with them, and I did secretly record my interaction with them, but I just remember vividly crying right afterwards after saying hi to them. I swore after that concert, they have become my ultimate bias group ever, which is funny because I only discovered them a month before going to that show. The next time I saw them, the process was incredibly stressful. As a hardcore stan, at the time, they were doing promotions and they had contracts with what I would say the most incredibly randomest organizations ever that were low-key unrelated to the music industry. So prior to attending their next concert, I found out that the contest was going to be giving out tickets to see the Rose. that I had no idea where it would be located at, but I decided to enter anyways, because why the heck not, right? It was a cooking contest hosted by the Korean American Restaurant Association, and it was a bulgogi cooking contest. I think I still have that video up somewhere in my channel, so if you want to see what the video was about, you could definitely scroll down and you would probably see it there. Assuming that the reason why I won was because not a lot of people entered. But regardless, there were so many complications that came about when I found out that the Rose was going to be performing all the way in New York, which is all the way across the country for me, you know? Mind you, I have never traveled before and in my 16 years of living on this planet, so everything was a first experience for me. If you guys couldn't tell already, it was the K-Expo event that had multiple artists perform. Like L from Infinite, Astro, Ace, and of course the Rose. Again, like the first concert, I had little to no funds to afford this event at all, so I just did everything in my power to go. I convinced my mom to let me go, and at this time I was a very, very ambitious little girl, trust me. Like, I made sure nothing stood in my way. The event was a huge mess. I'm sure you guys heard about it. But I ended up in front of the stage, screaming my little lungs out. It was really fun. Also ended up taking a picture with them. Another funny story is I actually made these bracelet roses that lit up with small LED lights that I made them wear in the photo, even though I wasn't allowed to. The staff, oh my god, they were so mad at me. But YOLO, right? I also cried immediately after meeting them again, like the first time I met them. For the third and fourth time, I went full out when I met them. At this time, I had saved some money from selling clothes, merchandise, and other items around my house that I was decluttering from in order to meet the Rose again. This was during their Re-Rose You tour in 2018, I believe. No, 2019 in the USA. And I went to both their fan sign and their concert. I did make up some secret handshakes to share with them during the fan sign. So I do have a secret handshake with them. Do they remember it or do they remember me? Probably not, but those were very unforgettable memories. I actually bought the Secret Garden event as well, which allowed fans to meet with the Rose prior to the concert. I ended up sitting first row, almost directly in front of Sammy, which is very, very nerve-wracking, but it was great. Sammy did end up answering my question at the Secret Garden event, which was, what are you guys' skincare routine? He raved about Dr. Jart. I have never heard of this brand before, but I ended up doing some research when I got home and ended up buying my own products themselves. Personally, they weren't really for me, but if it is for you, it is for you, right? I also took another photo with them during the Secret Garden event that I'll definitely insert here. The actual concert itself, I got a lot of attention from all the members. They probably remember my obnoxious little booty from the fan sign and from the Secret Garden event, so they gave me a lot of attention at the concert. And after the concert, I did do the high touch event with them. And I was actually planning to do my secret handshake with them, but I got really nervous when all the security guards were around. But I noticed that Dojun was the last member in line for the high touch, and I was like, screw it. I did the handshake with him, and he actually remembered. He remembered the handshake, and it was just like lit up. We both did it, and then I left. I laughed about it. I didn't cry after meeting them again, which is great. Improvement, right? Those were the main events where I saw and met the Rose. After that, you know, the pandemic hit and their issue with their former company. So I didn't really get to meet them in 2020 and even 2021. But Woo-sung did end up doing the poster fan signing event in LA in December of 2021, which he released that information like 2 weeks prior to that event. Honestly, I dropped everything, booked a plane ticket, even though it was really pricey, just to go see him. I ended up going, it was worth it. He did not remember me, which is okay because, you know, he meets so many people on a daily basis and there's so many fans that he's met throughout his whole career. So of course, I'm just a little pea in the pod. It was really fun though because I met a lot of new Black Roses and old Black Roses. And we ended up having our little inside joke where we are the effort group. I ended up showing Sammy our handshake again. He really enjoyed it. He looked like he had a lot of fun. And so now I'm not just known as the obnoxious little girl, but also effort number one. You can definitely see my interaction with him during that event on my last video I've uploaded. I am going to be seeing Sammy perform as an opener for Epic High in San Diego. So that will definitely be my 6th time seeing him in person. I was planning to go to 2 shows because someone actually offered me a free ticket to go to the LA show, and it was a VIP ticket too. But I ended up saying that I couldn't make it because I literally just can't afford it at the moment, since I am going to be moving soon and hopefully studying abroad in Korea this summer. But I will be seeing Woo-sung again in San Diego, so if any of you guys are going there, let me know so we can hang out and chat and whatnot. I do only have general admission, but I'm actually planning to upgrade it to a VIP because I'm only going to be seeing him once, and I don't want to cry about only seeing him once during the tour and regretting it later. So if I get VIP and I end up waiting in line early, I might possibly get the front barrier and, you know, have some more interactions with him. Alright, so this is the final look with my hair and makeup done. I really appreciate you guys staying and listening to my story time about how many times I've met the Rose and seen them. I can definitely do an in-depth story time for each situation if you guys would like, but this is it for today's video. I didn't reach my goal. I ended up finishing at 35 minutes, but it's definitely better than 2 hours. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next video.